we have here just two examples of complex C clauses, and so we're gonna translate them from English into Spanish. And so again, with the complex C clauses, we're using a combination, of course, of if, which is what C even means, and then the past perfect subjunctive, which is paired with the if, and will be paired with the C in Spanish, and then the conditional perfect, which will be sort of on the other part of the sentence that will bring it all together and create these complex C clauses. So let's have a look. So number one is, if I were to have known that it was going to rain, I would not have washed my car, right? Big fancy sentence, right? And now we're gonna use it in Spanish. And notice there's sort of a format, the format being C, and then the past perfect subjunctive, and then whatever your would or would not be is on the back end as the conditional perfect. So let's check it out. Si hubiera, or si yo hubiera sabido que iba a llover, that it was going to rain, yo no habría lavado mi carro, or coche, or auto, where, depending on wherever you are in the Spanish-speaking world, that's the noun you'll opt for. So, si hubiera sabido que iba a llover, yo no habría lavado mi carro. And that's how we would put that one together for if I were to have known, right? Si hubiera sabido, if I were to have known that, of course, que iba a llover, it was going to rain. Yo no habría lavado mi carro, right? So moving on to number two, again, we have if paired with the past perfect subjunctive, and then, of course, the conditional perfect is going to be on the back end again. So if we were to have studied more, we would have got a better grade on the exam. Okay, so good. So we have here, now our subject is we, so we need to make agreement with that. Again, if, or si, is being paired with the past perfect subjunctive. So let's check this out. Si hubiéramos estudiado, right? Si hubiéramos estudiado, if we were to have studied, right? Si hubiéramos estudiado más, more, habríamos, we would have sacado una mejor nota en el examen. So we'll do that one again. Si hubiéramos estudiado más, habríamos sacado una mejor nota en el examen. So again, just to review the English, if we were to have studied more, si hubiéramos estudiado más, we would have got a better grade on the exam. Habríamos, we would have sacado una mejor nota en el examen. So that's how we put together, one way to put together complex C clauses. So here's our example number 3 for complex C clauses, and we thought we'd kind of kick our game up a notch. Actually, let's get rid of this so you can see everything well. There we go. Let's try that again. All right, so here's number 3 in our list of examples for complex C clauses. We thought we'd kick it up a notch, and well, we have 2 different subjects here, and we used with this we used a reflexive pronoun just to see how it all works. So our sentence in English is, if you were to have spoken Spanish to the taxi driver, we would not have gotten lost. So notice we've got you and then we have we, so we're changing subjects there, which is it's not confusing, but it's a little more difficult than the other ones. So if you were to have spoken Spanish to the taxi driver, we would not have gotten lost. So good. And then this verb in Spanish is going to be perderse, which is going to be a reflexive. So let's see how this works. So we have, again, si being paired with the imperfect subjunctive or the past perfect subjunctive as a block here. So si hubieras hablado español al taxista, or si hubieras hablado en español, you can say that too, al taxista, no nos habríamos perdido. Si hubieras hablado en español al taxista, no nos habríamos perdido. So there you have it, right? So if you were to have spoken Spanish or in Spanish, whichever one you prefer, al taxista, no nos habríamos perdido. So last time around. Si hubieras hablado en español al taxista, no nos habríamos perdido. Again, pairing your past participle with a conjugation of your verb haber, which makes it a perfect tense. In this case, it's the conditional perfect, so that's why we have habríamos. And then above that we have hablado, which is the past participle for hablar, or where are we? Spoken or have spoken. And then we have the past perfect subjunctive for haber in this case. So there you have it. That's those are 3 examples on how to use complex C clauses in Spanish and how to translate them from English to Spanish.